Louisiana Beer Reviews presents Fuller's Vintage Ale 2009. Woo! I bought it at Dorknax. I went to Dorknax the other day, last week, and I was looking on the shelf for some other stuff, and I said, 2009, that wasn't on the shelf last time I was there, so I don't know what they got in their warehouse. They might have gone back all the way to the beginning. Number 140,459, 1 pint, 0.9 ounces, so that's 16.9 ounces. 8.5% alcohol. Holy smokes. They come in these really attractive vintage ale boxes. It was $7.99 for the bottle, so they're not giving this away. It's got a little card, information card, and it talks about all the vintages going back to the original in 1997. They say they're obliged to recommend that you drink this one by 2012, but they say that's for legal reasons. They say it should be good many years after that. This edition on Beer Advocate is mixed with the other editions. They don't differentiate. So they're saying the Vintage Ale series is an outstanding beer. The bros say world class, the top score possible. Now rate beer I like because they break it down vintage by vintage. So they're saying that the 2009 one is a 97 out of 100 and a 99 out of 100 for the style, which is an English strong ale. Gets a most excellent score on the Beer and Me, and they break it down year by year also. They use this version, 2009, they used East King Goldings hops, and the malts were East Anglian Tipple malt. So I'm curious. Now, I have some old stuff. This is from 1996, when I first started doing my beer drinking experience, which is still going on, as you know, but I started that in February '96. I said, let me try everything. So I went and I bought Rick and Jack's Old Hardhead Scottish Style Ale from Jackson, Louisiana, but unfortunately Rick and Jack's did not last and they went out of business. But it was cool to keep this bottle here now from over 18 years ago, and I thought it was really good beer. Let's start it off. It's got that riding lawnmower out there. You probably can hear that. They always wait till I get ready to do a video and then they start power equipment. That's just my belief. I know it's not true. Alright. Beautiful bottle. Everything about it's attractive. A lot of smoke, but that may not be showing. It doesn't. I don't always get that smoke on the water vapor on the I mean, I can see it, but on the video playback I notice sometimes it won't show. Okay, this thing is 5 years old. Now I had Brewdog Punk IPA that was 5 years old, and I thought those hops are going to be so faded, but they were not faded. I mean, they might have been, but it was really strong for what I had. Now if you drink a lot of this, you're going to be faded. Okay, medium, like when I drank 2 in a row back on Mardi Gras Day 2014. But anyway, just a little mistake. Didn't know it was going to hit me like that. Medium cream colored head, and the appearance is, what do you call this color? It's very murky, okay? You cannot see through it. But it's like a copper type thing, orangish brown. It's kind of, I can see on the playback there, it's beautiful. There's some brilliance to it. It's looking good. Smelling good. Now, these English ales, at first I didn't like them because they had this metallic ironized soil thing, cellar mold thing going on. And I couldn't understand it. It's like, oh, this stuff's bad. But it was just the hops and the malts that in the water, I guess minerals in the water were different from here. And this is reminding me of the Abbott Ale from Green King. Now the Abbott Ale is milder than this. But that is what this is reminding me of. But this beer, you know, American ales are so much different than the English ales, I find. And this was brewed in another time, another place. Okay, let's go with the flavor. Thanks. Thanks, Jerry. It's so rich. It tastes like spiced holiday bread. Like that, kind of like fruitcake, but without the fruit really. But I mean, there's some pale fruitiness in it. But it's like that spiced holiday bread. It's rich. It's some like molasses, some spices in it, sweet spices. Caramelized sugar. All those other things I was describing at first that I used to complain about. And the aroma is so similar, and the mouthfeel is heavy. This is a heavy beer. If you don't like heavy beers, you're gonna hate this. This ain't Schaefer Light. The finish is wet. It's a little sloppy, like it's kind of dirty. Kind of awesome. The drinkability is, you know, this is a sipper. Let me be frank with you. But it is a beauty. It's one in a million beers. Okay. Oh my. There is so much stuff caked at the bottom. So I would have to switch that around. So I have a feeling that it's going to come loose, but it might take a whole lot of shaking. And it'll be even richer. Well, the worst I could say about this beer is that it's fabulous. You know what I mean? It's like ultra gourmet. Now, I do have to admit that I like the 1845 ale even more than the Fuller's vintage ale. That 1845, and I saw some the other day and I almost bought it. But I said, no, I've done it already. I've reviewed it, but it's so fabulous. Anyway, Fuller's is just a dynamite company. The London Pride, the ESB, which they have at Mathern's. It's just like you go into another level. It's like somebody was saying, I didn't realize how good Dogfish Head ales were. I said, look, you know, you drink a lot of beer and you think they're good, and then you drink something like Dogfish Head or this stuff from Fuller's, and then you realize what good really is. I mean, it's the real good, not just the good. Oh yeah. I mean, this is world class. It's world class, and the age has helped it. It's an A+ above. It's 100 and above. It's above that. That's what world class is. It's beyond A+. It's beyond good. It's up there with your West Latron 12s and your other ultra, I don't even know, I can't even describe, but anyway, you know, you get the picture. So it's great. It's great. So Le Bon Temps Roulé, I mean, yeah, it's worth $7.99. It's probably worth $15.99 really. And I'm going to end this review by saying, y'all come on down to New Orleans and please buy this beer if you ever happen to see it. But they do have about probably 5 or 6 boxes of this on the shelf at Dornax. That is not a joke. And they're kind of disorganized in a way over there. So who knows, like I said earlier, what is in that warehouse. Thank you for watching this video production.